Top 20 Reporting Analyst Interview Questions and Answers. To start with, a report analyst helps a business come up with critical decisions by analyzing metrics and report designing. To come up with a suitable decision, they present their findings to the managers and give suggestions about their final findings. Below are top 20 questions and answers you are most likely to face during your report analyst interview. 1. Why are you interested in this role? Firstly, this is a question that requires you to be pretty honest. You need to tell your interviewer about your interest in the role. Sample answer. First and foremost, I believe I have the required full capacity to get this chance to work in your institution. My skills and knowledge acquired from my university studies could highly help in moving this institution forward. In addition, I would like to learn more from your institution and grow my skills as well. In this institution, I see a high potential in performance that I would like to be part of. I believe that this could be a win-win for both of us if I worked for this institution. 2. What are the roles of a reporting analyst? The interviewer wants to know if you are aware of what you are required to do as a reporting analyst. You need to be straightforward and carefully list the roles of reporting analysts. Sample answer. To my knowledge, a reporting analyst is required to A. Prepare report documents and present them to upper management and the executives. B. Provide full support to all data analysis and coordinate with customers and the staff as well. C. Gather and input data. D. Attend any issues that may arise from clients and perform audits on data. D. Collect, analyze results and interpret results using statistical techniques. F. Identify, analyze, and interpret trends or patterns in the complex data sets. G. Design data management and reporting tools. I would be more than happy to adequately perform the above duties in your institution. 3. What are the qualities that reporting analysts need to have to be successful? Here, the interviewer needs to know how competent and skilled you are to get this position. Clearly mention skills and qualities that you possess and can help you become successful as a reporting analyst. Sample answer. Besides having good grades, one should have qualities that are competent to make them succeed in this field. I would say creativity is one of the qualities that one needs to hold. Secondly, being curious to know the reasons behind numbers. They should ever have the question, and why is like this? One need to be open-minded and make decisions with a wide range of considerations, not forgetting that they need to hold strategic perspectives, to always work under a strategy that is clear and easy to explain to the top management and understand. I believe that I possess the above qualities and would like to put them into work in your organization. 4. What major challenges did you face in your previous role? How did you manage them? The interviewer wants to know how you can face and handle challenges that come on your way. You need to talk from your experience the challenges that you have ever faced in this role and how you solved them. Sample answer. As we all know, big number calculations are sometimes hard nuts to crack. At my entry level, big numbers really scared me. I could always feel like I was wrong whenever I had big numbers to work on. But, after receiving training, I think now big numbers are my favorite. 5. Describe your daily routine as a reporting analyst. Definitely, your interviewer wants to know how organized you are in terms of performing tasks in order. You need to mention an organized routine and a professional one. Sample answer. I understand that I have to be in the office on time. As my day starts in the office, I need to get closer to all the gadgets that I might need all day. Now I can get started by switching on my computer and getting the work started. I believe that I must take short breaks to freshen up and relax my mind a little bit before I continue with my work. After my working hours, I have to keep my working gadget safe and leave the office in time for the next day. 6. Describe briefly about your experience. Here, the recruiter wants to know about your past or previous working experience that you have. Feed him briefly with education qualifications and your aim before you describe the working experience. Sample answer. I possess an undergraduate degree in computer science. As an intern, I started gaining relevant skills to the reporting analyst field. I started as a data mining person where I would collect data and present them to the analyst in the organization. I did this for 1 year. I started gaining more skills on how to analyze data and with time, I was promoted to join the reporting analyst team. I have played this role for 3 years. That gives me a score of 4 years of working experience. 7. What kind of strategies and mindset is required for this role? This is the right time to show the interviewer that you have a positive mindset towards the role. You need to talk about your positive attitude towards this role. Sample answer. I believe that this is a field that has a lot to do. It's never easy. It requires a calm mind since it involves decisions making that are very critical to the organization. You don't need to rush for a decision without being sure about it. Also, this post also involves a lot of huge numbers and calculations. It requires a focused person who cannot lose track at any point. Being focused is the key. 8. What is the biggest challenge that you foresee in this job? The interviewer at this point is trying to see whether you understand that you are entering into a field that has challenges. You need to talk about the biggest challenge that you think it's common in the report analyst industry. Sample answer. According to my observation from my previous workplace, I feel that this field really needs a lot of accuracy. The main challenge that I foresee here is entry of inaccurate data which results in poor results. However, this can be solved by using automated data entry machinery rather than human workforce which brings these errors. 9. How do you stay motivated in your work? The interviewer basically wants to know what keeps your morale day by day. When you are asked this, you need to talk about what makes you love the job besides having job challenges. Sample answer. As I have stated earlier, I believe that as a reporting analyst, one needs to be curious about what's behind numbers. In this case, I am always determined to solve numbers and actually know what's behind them. The big challenge of having huge numbers, analyzing them and finally coming up with a final solution is what every analyst could be proud of. Having the final solution after hard work really motivates me to do it again and again. 10. Describe a time when you failed in this role and what you learned. The interviewer here often asks this question to see whether you are able to accept your failures, improve them without getting embarrassed. You need to talk about where you've ever messed around in the field and how you were able to solve the issue. Sample answer. We learn wisdom from failure and mistakes more than success. I must say that at one point I made a mistake and learned from it. As we all know, behavior of not looking beyond numbers is a very big mistake in this industry. This is a mistake that I made when I was at the entry level in this industry. I learned that looking beyond numbers is very important when playing this role. You need to understand everything and account for each number. As a reporting analyst, I am expected to always ask myself why, and not what, in order to get beyond the numbers. This is a lesson that I learned and will remain to be at the back of my mind whenever I see numbers. 11. Why do you feel you are the most suited for this role? Here, the recruiter wants you to tell them why you think they should choose you over other candidates for the same role. You need to well state your strengths and skills that you think make you the best candidate. Sample answer. Besides having academic qualifications for this post, I believe that it needs someone who is responsible and can account for their decisions that they make. I understand that, in order to perform this way, you need to have good communication skills, observation skills, critical thinking and evaluation, technical skills, good customer service skills among others. I have these skills, and I am confident enough to feel that I am the suitable candidate for this post. 12. Share with us your greatest achievement. The interviewer wants to know what it is that you did that made you feel that you have made a step ahead in your career. Here, talk about events that made you get an award or a promotion in your career. Sample answer. At one point, when I was in my entry level, my boss noticed that I had the right skills that they needed. I was amazed after a while that I was promoted to lead all other junior staff that I was working with. This made me feel that my efforts were being noticed and appreciated. This was the best part of my career, since I had never received a promotion before in my working career. 13. Tell us about a time when you disagreed with your colleagues. Here, the interviewer wants to see your take on having different opinions with your colleague. Talk about how you were able to think together and come up with one solution. Sample answer. In my previous job, the management gave us a task to clearly present a report on the company's sales performance after every 5 years. We went down with my time and started working on it. However, there was an issue with the second-year sales. They had errors that I noticed, but my colleague did not. He advised us to use what had been written on the records, but I insisted for clarification from the sales department since this could affect our final report. We had to involve the sales department, where they clarified the matter, and we were able to come up with the right report. 14. Tell us a time where you had to use your own critical thinking to perform a task. Here, the interviewer wants to know if you can use your mind if all you are given a task with maybe insufficient information. Talk about a time where you had to think beyond the box to complete the project. Sample answer. The time came when the company that I worked for wanted to open a bigger branch than where we were working. My team and I never had enough information of how the company would run. Our main challenge was knowing the machinery and staff required to run such a company. Nevertheless, I had to do my own research and gather information that would be helpful in performing this task. I collected information from related existing companies and we were able to finish up the task. 15. Tell us about a time you had a stressing project but still had to remain calm. The interviewer here wants to see how you can handle stressing situations. Talk about a project that had a lot of pressure, but you still managed to stay calm and complete it. Sample answer. My team and I once received a project from our top management, of which they gave us 7 days to present it. However, we received a call from them and asked for an update of how far we had gone. From a strategy that we were using, we didn't need to have a draft to work on it. We had to start the work again by drafting so that we could present an update. It really stressed us since we had to start the entire project and still work within the limited time. 16. How do you ensure no mistakes are made? In this question, the interviewer wants to know what makes you present accurate work. Talk about your skills that can help you get accurate results. Sample answer. As we all know, humans are to err. But we should always work under minimum errors possible. To ensure accuracy in my work, I try to give full focus on the job without any interruptions. Brains at work. No Facebook, no Twitter, no smartphone. Also, I ensure that I have a very quiet environment when working on a project. No loud music at all. 17. What makes you have teamwork? Here, the interviewer wants to know whether you know the benefits of having teamwork. Talk about your experience in working as a team and its benefits. Sample answer. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. We can't work alone for better results. Having teamwork saves time, brings different ideas, encourages healthy risk-taking, builds trust, among others. I believe in working as a team for excellent results. 18. What are your hobbies? Besides the interviewer asking you about technical and professional questions, expect this general question. Tell them what you like doing. Sample answer. Work without play makes Jack a dull boy. After work I prefer playing chess and reading novels to relax my mind. I also go to the gym to make my body fit. 19. Tell us your greatest strength. The interviewer wants to know what you can do best provided that you have a conducive environment. Tell them your strengths when working. Sample answer. As far as my strength is concerned, I am always determined to have teamwork. Working as a team is my strongest attribute. 20. Tell us about your weaknesses. Simply, the recruiter needs to know what it is that you are not good at. You have to talk about what you dislike doing when performing activities. Sample answer. My greatest weakness is remaining patient during group projects. I always feel that I can do better and produce better results than from another source. Being curious. Conclusion. In conclusion, all you need in an interview is just to remain calm and answer the questions briefly and honestly. Nothing more. I believe that you will pass your interview if you answer the questions as above answered.